everybody. It's Thursday. Time to thought about some things. We've got some books to read and,
stuff to do.
I don't know. My hair was fluffy and it did cute things, and now it's flat. Oh, well. There we go. All right, my Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. I like to know that you were here. We all like to know that you were here. That's the way that we know when we are live. Let us know in the chat. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine. And if you're on replay, totally okay. Please give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. It's very much appreciated and helps with the whole YouTube business that we do. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and do all that YouTube business that happens right down over here. There's the thumbsy upsy. I like this thing. This one right here. And then there's the subscribe, which then gives you options, little bells and things, and then it might notify you. That's still, TBD. All right, I'm going to say hello to everybody. So today it's going to be all about books and reading things and looking at things and just hanging out.
And talking about things.
And just,
showing you things. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. All right, more of y'all need to say hello in the chat. I don't know. My list isn't very long. And there's more of y'all here than I'm going to give it a second. It's filling up. Just, give a hi.
Hands. Oh, there's lips. Somebody set lips along.
All right, we've got Carrie is here. Charmaine, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Mo, I got a funny story for you. Just remind me. Deb, Eddie, Estella, Griffin, Shell, Heather, Jean, Kathy, Lizanne, Lydia, Margie, Marguerite, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sorry's here. Star Traveler, that's Linda. SWL, that's Sherry. The Shelly Studio, that's Margot. The Book Vandal Shop, that's Dawn. Valerie, hello, I believe you were new. Walter's here. And Ketra popped in there just now. Did I miss it? Lizanne. Ann Webb. Hey, Ann. We need to figure out.
Cynthia popped in. I saw lots of hands.
Hey, and congrats, Margie. She's been a member for a year.
Good heavens,
Thank you for that. Seriously.
How time flies.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate it very much.
Okay, so here's my funny story. I gotta tell Mo. So there was that talk about the pineapples and the card and the this and that. And Mo had made a comment in the chat about upside down pineapples. I didn't know what she meant. Obviously, YouTube was listening, or, I don't know. YouTube just knows things. And then all of a sudden, I get this video, and I guess there's this thing that's happening over in Spain where people are meeting up at the supermarket, these particular supermarkets, and it's kind of like a speed dating sort of thing, but you put an upside down pineapple in your cart, and it lets you know that they're,
available.
Interested. And then there's some other things about lettuce and lentils. I'll let y'all look that up if you want. And then...
oh my God.
And then I found out that there's something that it means here in the States versus what it does in Spain. So that's also more information some of y'all may know. I didn't know that. I learn new things all the time.
And she didn't tell me prior to this, so this is all news to me.
That's because I just learned it this morning.
Oh.
Like, this is like, y'all saw me the day that I learned something.
There you go.
Yeah. Hopefully Mo's laughing at her duty off about that. I also was just super impressed that Mo knows some of these things.
Mo knows a lot.
She does.
I don't know how she does.
Yeah.
Because I think she's a lot younger than I am, so.
I don't know. Mo doesn't tell us a lot of things, and she likes it that way.
She's a mysterious person.
She's a mysterious woman.
We kind of like that.
We do a little bit, but sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. Then I feel like, I need to know more, but then, she will.
Kind of, yeah, voyeuristic.
Yeah. Anyway. There you go.
I'm ready.
Oh, topside. Yeah, that'll probably be good, huh? Top view. We're going topside for this here Thursday thoughting.
See my little mark here? It's on my book. I got to hold it right there in the crotch of the V.
V.
Of the X.
Mm-hmm.
The Evil Garden by Edward Gorey, and it is a book sent to me by Lygia. How elegant, how choice, how gay, to think that one doesn't have to pay. See though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See how long that lasts. There is a sound of falling tears. It comes from nowhere to the ears. Some tiny creature, mad with wrath, is coming nearer on the path. A foot inside a striped sock protrudes from underneath a rock. The gorgeous flowers have a smell that causes one to feel unwell.
I've smelled some of them flowers. I kind of feel that.
Just looking at those, I don't think I'd sniff them.
I kind of feel that way about what are those tiger lily ones? And I always think that they look so pretty in an arrangement, and then I'm like, ugh, ugh.
The Reverend Mr. Floggle's cloth is being nibbled by a moth.
They'll do that.
Her sash is lying on the ground, but Isabel cannot be found.
Maybe she was under the rock.
I didn't notice her socks. Great Uncle Franz beside the lake is being strangled by a snake. The peaches, apples, plums, and pears are guarded by ferocious bears. Alexa watches while her aunt is pulled feet first inside a plant. Pardon me. A hissing swarm of hairy bugs has got the baby and its rugs. The nurse, of whom they all were fond, is sinking in the bubbling pond. The sky has grown completely black. It's time to think of turning back. Fall down or scream or rush about. There is no way of getting out. These are other books published by Pomegranate Press. Whole list of things there. I didn't realize Edward Gorey was quite so.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a lot.
Such a prodigious writer he was. I just know that I love his illustrations.
Well, and I love that lime green cover and everything.
Yes. Oh, this will be delightful. I will have such a great time reading this to Izzy.
Oh yeah, she likes that kind of thing.
She's kind of into that gory.
Mm-hmm. She's a little dark.
Yeah, she is. And of course, I love that about her. All right, now we're going to, get a little bit more. Okay, I have this poem from Sonia. I've stuck it in my book to keep forever and ever. And oh dear, there's my notes.
What notes?
My notes on some. Okay, I told you I put that thing up here somewhere.
I hope these are nice things you should say about people, especially if you're just flaunting your notes about it.
Well, I'm trying to find my article.
Oh. The Pantone one?
Yeah. What did I do with that?
Oh, good. You were all happy because you had it.
Yeah, I was.
Well. Hello to everybody that's coming in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. If I missed you, give me an extra little pinky hello hand like Dana did.
Well, and I
Marguerite. I think
had
she
it
came
the
in
other
there.
day, and I decided not to read it because I wasn't in the mood.
Mm-hmm. I'm not printing it out again, I'll tell you that. Is it in the other book? And that's what you're just thinking of? Or you saw it today or?
Oh, here's another Edward Gorey sticker book.
That was the one that Ann Lar sent you.
Yes, it is. That was from Ann Lar. It says so right in there.
It's good. case I forget. You can show him Izzy's drawings.
I could show him Izzy's drawings and maybe I'll think of what I did with that stupid article. I mean, I just had it. I had it right here. It just makes me so mad.
Here, let me see that, and I'll look through that while you're showing Izzy's drawings. Let me tell you, she's getting really good. Like, really good.
She is getting really good. I mean, I had junior high kids that could draw as well.
I was thinking about, I don't think I could draw that well at that age.
No, I don't think you could either. What I'm really impressed with is her ability. I mean, can you see the eyes?
Uh-huh. And she's very focused in on the eyes.
The eyes are very important. Now, this is her mommy. See? M-O-M.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, she's really getting the whole idea. And noses are really hard.
Oh, noses are very hard.
And the distance from here to here, and she's understanding that there's different shapes of the eyes, but she really focused on getting this hair exactly right down here. That was, she even mentioned that to me.
Yes.
And she's really getting, look at her shading.
And she's working on her shading and telling us, like,
yes,
showing us different ways that she's.
Yes, I showed her the rolled up napkin trick.
This is a tent, I think. Yes.
With a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's working on these shapes and perspective kind of thing.
She really is. Now, I don't know. This would need some explanation, but I love it as far as it's just...
just some...
I would just use this as a design.
Uh-huh.
See her little... all those movable lines there, and then we come on to this.
Hopefully she won't hear. I don't know where she is exactly, but this little stamp that she made you last year, where is that? Remember the Christmas tree? She drew it, and then we made it into a stamp.
Yes.
Why didn't
it's
Is it in one of the things?
Yeah, it is. Oh gosh, I forgot all about
I know.
that.
That just, I don't know why that sparked my memory.
Oh my goodness, I need to do that. Well, I think it's with the trees. Now, Mariah, I'm going to hand you those because I think those need to be dated.
I know. I need to just start a book for her,
Flowers, leaves, and rocks. Okay, this says trees. Whoa, there.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Whoa, there.
Okay, so your article is not in here, by the way.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure of that.
And remember, I had it with stuff that I was going to show.
Well, yeah. I don't even know how to comment on that.
Okay. You might go through those over there, Mariah. The ones that I took out.
I don't know what's over there.
The ones in those things over there. Oh, I need to show the
No.
I need to show all of the, and I forgot to use the fancy paper that YG sent.
I don't know, lady.
Well, it'll turn up, y'all. I feel sure.
Uh-huh.
Let me put my bridge table out.
Hello, Anina.
So I can, at least they have something to look at out there. And we do need to put a final coat on the...
She does have all the stamps, just about. Some of them we have sent off. Because, like, we were running out of space, and then she did make it to where she could put more. But again, I mean, as soon as it's like we make more space, then that gets filled up. And, yeah. We could do the dubious documents thing. You think about it.
What?
Is the article underneath your... No, it's not underneath. So, I don't know what y'all want to talk about while she's looking for things.
Well, we need to talk about what color to put on the...
Oh, we do need to talk about that.
I'll put that down. Y'all can discuss that while I...
rummage through things.
Rummage through things. Oh, and look.
Oh, yes. There you go.
How's that? And that is kind of... Okay, I guess that's as far as I got. Putting these down because what I was doing was I was fanning these out and showing... For the... What do you call that thing that Mariah puts on the... And see, look at that.
The thumbnail is what she's talking
about. All right, let me get a piece of paper down here. Now, this is what, this is what I love about the long hauls. Look how different this looks than some of the others. Because there's a lot more leftovers.
Leftovers.
So usually you just see that little thing around the edge.
Yeah. I like that more stayed in the...
I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Now, that's the side that you see, this side. This is what is really there.
Careful.
So what, it will suck up to it, but I think we're okay.
Okay.
Oh my God. I get so mad at myself for doing this. Because, I probably just shoved it somewhere and I'm just like, okay, well, I don't want to do that today. It's not fitting into the plan today.
See, and then if I come over here and I'm going to start messing with some things. Because you make me crazy when you do this.
I know, I make myself crazy. Well,
see, like, look, there's stacks of stencils. And I want you to know that they're, like, unused stencils in this stack of stuff.
White ones?
Yes.
Oh,
I should just take away from you.
Oh, no, she's taking them away.
I'm stacking things over in the box that need to be dealt with.
I just know it's in with some of this stuff that, I had out that I was going to do, and then I decided not to do.
Well, remember, I found the other things over in here the other day.
I found the tree. I found the multicolored tree.
This makes me crazy.
Oh, well. You know what? In the whole scheme of things.
Oh, just focus on the print. Well,
Well, focus on the print. Okay, I wanted to show you this because this was what was on the sink when I went in to urinate after the
yeah, I forgot I hadn't really cleaned it up. And I was trying to move along.
I'm just looking at some of this and thinking, oh my God, this is such wonderful collage matter. And what I thought I would do.
Oh, Carrie says, is it under the brayer offs to your right? I swear if it is.
Oh, no.
No, that's kind of taped down, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But here's the tree. The tree. And I don't know what to do with it now that I found it. Okay, so I think that this would be a really good thing to send to someone. And,
yeah.
This might just be absolutely what they needed.
I don't know if that's true. I'd just put it in the trash, but that's me.
If you are interested in this, I want you to speak up.
And then reach out to her directly.
And reach out to me in
the lightning bolt.
Via the lightning bolt.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that's Facebook.
Yeah.
Messenger.
Okay, now there is one more spot over here where I shove stuff sometimes. What is the last?
Just because there's this other spot that I should really. There's just yeah.
No. water haul. Okay, I'm putting that on top of those stamps. Did you find it, Mariah?
No. But, you know, chronologically speaking, this seems right.
It looks like the right stack.
I mean, it feels like the most kind of recent-ish.
Recent-ish. Okay, what are we talking about here? Are all of you giving me colors? Please don't send it to me, Carrie says.
No.
Okay. Duly noted.
Hey, but there's some good prints and things over there. I'm just going to stack. This needs to be over there. And then you can determine whether or not these are super keepers. Because then they need to go into the boxes of the super keepers.
I would like to see teal. No, wait, turquoise. No. I want teal. Well, okay. Now, let me tell you why we're not going to do teal.
Well, no, and I think this is a good thing.
Good. Yes. I love that. The reason is because the places that are outlined very much and they have the teal, they're going to disappear.
Yeah, you're going to lose
So here's what we need. I think people get confused about the lightning bolt because it's a separate app on a phone, but integrated into the Facebook on a PC.
That is correct.
I didn't understand a word of that. And Eddie wants to know if Sandy's warm. I don't know, Eddie. That could be kind of construed. I don't know. Yes. How about give it to Izzy to craft? Oh, that's a good idea too. She's really not into gluing down stuff like that, though. Okay, y'all are not coming up with colors for me.
Here is I have two suggestions.
My color preference, of course, is
Lucas Grill beige.
No.
Buttermilk.
No.
Here are mine. Let's see if they match up to what yours are.
Okay.
You know, I love light phthalo blue. That's kind of my number one. Or
No,
actually, what I think is even better. Hold on. What I think is even better would be the Titan pale green.
Nah, it's too close.
Well, then white.
I'm thinking, and I know this is kind of will be a surprise to you all. Transparent red iron oxide.
I don't agree with this. But she's going to do it anyway. So, you know.
Gold would be a good one.
Gold actually would be really good.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix some gold with some of this.
Love that idea.
All right, y'all. Now I have to separate this paper.
Marguerite, one of the reasons, again, with the olive green, way too dark. Now, because with something like this, you want to go on those really pastel pale colors because there's so much going on there. That's why I'm slightly worried about what she's doing here. But remember, if in doubt, transparent iron oxide, you know, or yellow iron oxide, any of those.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Now, here's a thought. Since we're going with the transparent, what about the copper? And
again, I think you're going to lose too much. Think
it's going to go too dark.
I do.
Okay. All right, so let's pick the gold.
That's why I like the idea with the gold because it's going to at least
it's going to lighten it. Okay, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Shaky. And this you really need to shake because what?
Right. I like your attitude though. It's just I missed everything. So up to this point, so I'm just yelling out uninformed opinions. It's fine. We like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to put this around in some of these places here. I'm not really sure that it's going to make a hill.
Now, I think, so you guys were yelling out purple. I think a very light lilac.
Somebody had a lilac was
yes,
mentioned.
That actually would be very beautiful with this. I really want to touch upon the ones that people are throwing out because
yes, and discuss them for their okay. I don't know what I had that out for. I was going to do something with it, but that's all right. Check the stalactites are good, and we don't have a lot of stuff on the side there.
Y'all, we got to get to 10,000 subscribers so we can get this stuff out of my life. That's how I feel about it right now. There's this box that just is getting bigger, and it's bulging. In fact, I was thinking, ooh, if tomorrow is kind of a chill day, if you and we could start making boxes.
But what are we going to do with them? Where are we going to store them?
We could store them out in the tandem, like, and have them all boxed up, and just we'll make notes on the outside of them.
I don't know about that. This is going to have wrinkles on it.
I don't know why she doesn't know about. Hey, Bree.
Now, this is wet strength tissue. I don't like the way that's looking right there. I don't know why that's looking like that right there.
That is weird. There's weirdness happening there.
Well, it doesn't show.
Ooh. So now do y'all see why the teal really wouldn't have been the very good option? It would have totally at least just eaten it up. And when I say eat it up, like it eats up the design. You lose every bit of contrast about detail.
Paula says, box the stuff up. She loves it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love it. Mo, you're just so wonderful. I'm not interested in what. Thanks, Eddie. Oh, and see, Mo loves it. Of course she loves it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes. So, see, Jean, that's good. So when I said the light pale green, that's kind of a minty color. And yes, it would have been fabulous. But
it would have. But now here's the thing. I
don't know that it would have been as interesting. It would have been more of a monochromatic situation.
Certainly would have. Pardon me. Hey, I want to tell y'all, I'm back to my Nettle. Now, my sister hooked me up with this in 319. That doesn't mean the one that's in here.
No.
But the Nettle that I rediscovered underneath the...
That you rediscovered? No, that her daughter knew where it was, because I put it under there.
I just mentioned it. I said, do we have any Nettle
What
left
happened to
over?
my Nettle? I said, yeah, I put it in the cabinet.
Usually, the reason I leave stuff out where I can see it is because then I know I have it. But man, I'll tell you what, this is, whoo-hoo. You better, if you're in it, I had water nearby, and I was really glad, because I'll tell you what, that put some fire into underneath my mouth. But you notice, I'm not sniffling. I did use 6 drops instead of 3, because I thought the situation
Need to
warranted
re-up.
it.
Yeah.
But it was very strong because it's been sitting there in a
Nettling.
jar under the sink.
Tincturing
with
Mm-hmm.
did we just put vodka in?
No, I think it's Everclear.
101. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, you buy the Nettle through, I can't remember who I bought it from. Some people in Oregon.
They ship it.
And they ship it to you. You can buy big packages of it, and that's what I do.
Aren't you glad that you come here for all this knowledge? I mean, who else does gel printing and tincture talk?
Tincture talk. Yeah.
It's Tuesday or it's Thursday, so
I just can't tell you how much I love this. Now.
Yes, exactly, Heather. Mm-hmm.
What?
She says, is that from the stinging needles? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why you want to order it online, because they do all the dirty work.
They do. And make sure you order it from the organic people.
Yeah. You don't want to not know where your Nettle's coming from.
You want to know where your Nettle comes from. You don't want it coming from the roadside where they just sprayed Roundup. Yeah. The reason I love this so much, and it was such an excellent call, putting these two together, because you notice when I brayered them out, how they didn't integrate. They kind of stayed, like the gold kind of stayed in some places and didn't muss about with the transparent red iron oxide. That was just a happy coincidence. I kind of forgot it did that. But instinctually. Yeah,
Hey, Devin.
yes, I knew that.
Oh, hey, Dawn.
And you have a nice complement here of the orange with the kind of, the red orange with the kind of blue green. And those are opposite each other on the color wheel. And those of you that commented on the color wheel talk,
it makes her so happy.
It always makes me just thrilled that
like
somebody out there
her world has come.
Actually, gives a rat's rear about it. Thank you.
Her color wheel comes full circle.
I just absolutely love doing color wheel talks. Y'all know that. It just titillates my fancy into the next realm of being. Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
What's next?
Okay, now just a minute. I'm not quite finished talking about this yet, Mariah.
Okay.
All right. So I used the wet strength tissue, right? It's going to pull marvelously. But it doesn't cut worth a diddly squat if you're trying to, get it to a size that you need to use it. So the best thing to do is to back it with another heavier weight paper before you cut. Make sure you allow to dry before you chop.
Yeah, and that's just purely if you were making cards and things of that nature. Now, if you are collaging with it, it does tear nicely one direction, but not the other. Hey, Deb's here, I think. Deb, drop in. Deb, you still have a tool? I think Deb still has a tool. That's Deb C. If you would drop a link to the paper, all the info, the paper post.
I really love this, and I really love this stencil.
Okay, Deb has a tool. Good deal.
I mean, for this long haul business, it's so perfect because it has areas that are open and areas that are sort of closed. And see, that's what holds on to or allows you to pull it up, the bigger areas. So what's important about choosing the stencil for this is one that has smaller areas, but one that has larger areas. So you can get that lovely variety. Yeah. Okay, I think that is just wunderbar. And let's go ahead and look at the rest of these.
That's so awesome,
I whipped through them really fast. And we can count them if y'all want to.
I love to count them.
Everybody loves it. My kids at school love counting. count my bracelets and report. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at number 9 here. Okay, so now help me. 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I love that one. Normally, I don't love
14,
the green.
I know, isn't it? 15. And see, this is a lot of that blue that you saw in there.
Well, and I think part of that is because it's metallic, so it does stick around a little bit better.
16, yes, it did, and it stuck. Is this 16?
17-ish.
Okay, now this is, I'm going to keep this one out because we're going to do something with this one. Because it's kind of like, remember, this was the second pull. Do you want it?
No, I'm holding it for you so you're not looking for it later. Being helpful.
There was a little bit of
there was
snarky tone there. I picked up on it.
Oh, there you go. Deb C just dropped in the Paper Matters database, still under construction. But if you want to know things about papers, that's where you need to go.
Okay. Well, here's something you should know. You should be careful about what you put down on top of
while it's drying.
Said piece of paper, because I don't know, they might be married up.
I think you just yank them.
Or you can take this tool. This is a really good tool because what it does, you get it in there and you get it underneath, and kind of come at it from some different angles. And, I probably am kind of tearing up some things in here, but look at that. That's working pretty.
Yeah, this is Tudor Rose. And then, so what we're doing here is we are counting the gel print pulls from the long haul that P did on Tuesday. And today's now
So
Thursday.
you just kind of find a hole and work it in there.
It's a scooter.
And I can't tell you what the difference is between this and, you know,
I think the metallics dry faster.
Oh, they do. For sure.
Susan Fernandez says she says the metallics take longer to dry and can sometimes dry sticky.
But I don't, you know, it totally depends on the kind of paint you're using too, because I just know blues dry fast and most metallics dry fast.
Yeah.
But now if you're using the more heavy bodied metallics, oh yeah, that happens. The heavier bodied metallics are of course going to dry slower because they're thicker.
Right.
But remember, this was some of that cheap stuff up there.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't. It was golden fluid.
I don't know. I don't remember that. Oh, Susan. Okay, she says the Artist Loft metallics dry slow and are sticky. And see, I don't think we have any.
No, but I know of that brand, and I think at one time I did have some.
Yeah, like we had one, but it was old.
Yeah, it was, and I think it was stinky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have a slight, you know, tear there.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got another slight tear here. I think we're at the point where we can rip it apart. Okay, well, look, we just lost a couple of spaces there.
Perfect. Thanks, Mo. And Mo has put in, if you guys are in the...
Now, okay, was this 17 or 18?
Let's go with, well, 17 and 18. And then Mo has put in, and Mo is Cookie Wookie. She has put in links. If you are in the UK, there's a link directly to the Carnival website. Or if you're in the US, it's better to order through Amazon because they have like a distribution thing. Plus, then we're an affiliate link, so that's helpful. I love that one. I like a lot of these.
Count. I don't know what the count is, y'all. We don't really care anyway. I love this one. Remember, this is the first time that this is the...
We're going to go with 19. Yeah, we're around 20. 21.
Okay, now this is another one that's just a little bit on the...
Darcy's driving, so...
boring side.
Oh, Paul is counting. See, 21. All right, awesome.
So I'm going to hand this one to Mariah because we're going to do something else with that because that's just not very interesting. But look, I love this one. This is like one of my...
That's always your favorite.
One of my favorites. Isn't that just gorgeous? Mm-hmm. And another greenie here. And then this is one of the anthraquinone, and I used some of the, maybe the gloss glazing. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you can see where the gloss glazing medium kind of separated.
Yes. See, when you add that types, when you add those types of mediums directly to your plate, you get that situation.
Yeah, and then you've got concentrated areas where the paint is. But I don't know. I really kind of like what it does. I mean, you know, it's not boring.
Oh, yeah.
Right, now here's
those Sumi brushes are great. Hey, Jose.
Another one that's kind of boring, and that's Mariah, so we don't lose it. All right, now you might think this one is boring, but here's the dealio.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. I like that's the word for that one.
What?
Boring ain't it? It's just...
I don't know. I like it because it's reptilian looking.
It's
it reminds me of a python.
Pebbly. I think it's pebbly.
Pebbly. Could go for that also. Okay, here's another one. Love that. Of course.
See? Bree says pebbles.
Here's another brownie. And we're going to hand that to Mariah. Okay, well, we'll just start gel plating some of these boring prints. That'll be good.
That's something.
That's something.
That's a continuation of a long haul.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
I love it when you get a chuckle out of the things that I say.
Because I'm just sitting here thinking, how many days does it take to do a print?
8.
Well, it just depends.
Depends on who you are.
Depends on who you are and,
how vested you are.
And I'm trying to straighten this out before I start hearing from my...
Yeah, a longer haul.
We have a long haul, then we have a slightly longer haul, then we have like a...
detour.
A world tour.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yes, 8. And then, look, Jennifer, because she's always on it. And then Rhonda says 8 something. Could be days, could be months.
Never know.
We just think that it always ends up in 8s.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so we were out shopping. I got new jeans because I can't, belts are not working. And I have, my holy pants.
Now, see,
not meaning that they are religious, but that they are full of holes.
She had to wear my long underwear that I passed on to her.
And it's cold right now. And so
Yeah.
these are, those are like, those are spring and summer jeans.
Yeah, that's your
I needed some jeans.
air conditioning
I needed
vents.
some jeans that did not have holes in them.
All right, I want to point out something here because if you remember, okay, so see this where it's colored out? This is the back side of the stencil, right? So you can see these areas here where the blue sinked through. And that's probably because I didn't have it well adhered to the plate. I do remember seeing myself going and patting it. You shouldn't do that. What you need to do is you need to take your roller sprayer.
Eddie, you're not selling yourself very well. Walter asked, he said, didn't you do one of those recently, Eddie? And Eddie goes, yeah, but it wasn't epic.
And Walter said you're underselling yourself.
No, I just said, you're underselling yourself.
Yes.
See, you need.
I heard lots of comments and I was like, how did I miss it? I miss a lot of stuff. I don't even know why I would say something like that.
I don't either.
Stupid.
I'm really glad that you realized that.
All right. I need,
it's really
need them
self-aware of
back.
yourself.
Silverware?
Yeah, silverware.
Mm-hmm.
Self-aware.
Self-aware. No, silver.
Cheese on trees.
Silverware.
Cheese on trees. What?
Mm-hmm. Silverware. Lost silverware.
I lost silverware.
Now, I might not be able to find things, but I remember things.
That's right.
Okay, I got this. This is such a great pointer. I was rewatching. Well, I wasn't rewatching, but I was answering questions in the comments.
Commenting on the comments.
Commenting on the comments. CCing.
That's a Grace Helbig thing.
And I just noticed how brilliantly I used my pointing device.
See, like that, Eddie. See,
like
you need
that,
to be
Eddie.
like that about your stuff. It was epic.
Yeah.
She uses her pointer device epically.
There you go. You just need to get a pointing device.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it. No.
Oh, I love it.
Nope. Okay, now, here's what I'm going to do. Because we want to add a little pizzazz to the brown here.
Mm-hmm.
Because our brown is not very zesty. So we've got 2 options here. We can use the stencil and get some occasional spotting. But here's what I'm thinking.
Bye, Devin.
Is I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and put down a transparent color and really get this, into some exciting stuff here.
You get to show it once, Eddie.
What?
He says that he has a pointing device, but YouTube won't let him show it. And
Eddie.
I said you get to show it once.
Yeah.
Make it count.
And then they won't, yeah.
Right.
And you don't get to come back after that, Eddie.
That's right. I'll get you shut down.
Point. Okay. Well, you know what I'm thinking here? I love pink and brown. I don't know if y'all love pink and brown.
We love it.
I love pink and brown.
People were hollering for pink earlier.
They were?
They were.
And of course, we're going to go with stinky pink because it's a really
it's the
wonderful,
best pink.
Transparent.
If you're going to do pink, do the stink.
Yeah.
That should be a shirt. I don't know if that should be. Never mind.
Boy, as soon as that was out of your mouth,
It was. Then I'm like,
that
nope,
was
that's
like,
out.
oh my God, I cannot believe I
I'm
said
so
that.
glad that Daddy was here to hear that. I can't wait till he maybe spit something out or.
I'll tell you what, I've been going through this stuff. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even blushed on that one. I don't know if y'all saw that, but. Mm-hmm. Pondfish says that's a terrible shirt idea. Well, it's just not one you want to, wear.
Probably wear out in public.
Picking up the kids.
Yeah, you might want to just wear that when you have people in your group who get it.
Yeah. That's wear that one around the house. Careful who if you're ordering pizza.
Yeah, no kidding. You go for it. I remember I had this apron remember that? And I forgot. I don't know. I was cooking, and I was cooking. I don't put on an apron unless I'm doing serious cooking. So I can't remember what I was saying.
Because otherwise she didn't care if it get on her clothes. What
did it say?
I think something about BS. Right? Is that the one?
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, anyway, It was something like totally inappropriate.
Yep.
Doorbell rang, and I went and answered the door, and it was one of the politicians canvassing the neighborhood to see if you were. And she just looked out at my apron and said, "Yeah, nice apron," and just handed me her stuff and turned around. And I think she realized that
yeah,
I probably wasn't whatever flavor she was offering.
Well, or maybe she was, but she was like, okay, didn't just kind of threw her off guard.
Now look at that.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Now that is just, I don't know why I can't.
Also, let's, this is the reason for transparency.
Yes.
These types of situations.
Okay, now we've got another brown one here.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I think this is quite nice. And I think it's got some potential there, but you can tell this is the second one off of the one that
I think you should use your yellow iron oxide on it.
Yellow iron oxide. I like that.
I can't read that one out loud, Gray, but I love it.
Okay, she says yellow iron oxide. Okay. How about, well, she means quinacridone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one.
Now, I do have nickel azo. This is more yellow, less red.
Oh, go more yellow. Yes.
Okay. Now, I have India yellow,
I don't.
too. It's
no.
kind of in between these two. You think that and I do have transparent yellow iron oxide.
I think that's the one you want.
Okay.
I know it's not much more, but you want that
you
transparency.
You would be surprised once you put these out here. They don't necessarily come out.
Right.
They look like, now that looks like it's totally opaque when I just have dotted out there. But it's not. It's going to, I don't know why I lost its place in line here. Just got too many yellows. The reason I have all these different yellows is because I'm telling you, that is like the color that varies the most.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't want to mess about because that is a fluid acrylic. Get your paper down.
Yes, I knew that, Dawn.
What is it?
Indian yellow used to be made with cow urine.
Really?
You knew that.
I probably did. I know that urine is used in dyeing.
Urea,
when it says that.
Uh-huh. So that's the dye.
It's the dye. It's actually the activator.
Oh, isn't it? Oh,
I
thought it
actually
said it. It activates.
It activates. It's a chemical in the. And what we're also getting at the same time that we're getting some cool prints here is we're getting some nice stuff on the plate that we'll be able to pull off much later.
Mm-hmm.
So, if during your long haul you get some kind of kind of prints, just put them aside and think what you could do with them.
Just glaze them.
Okay. So, this is already going sort of lavendery here. And what I'm thinking is, and remember, I don't want to use white because that will do what? It'll cover up everything. Yes. We don't want to use that.
No.
So that is not an option. I was thinking about, you know, lavender.
I think you should use like your the teal color.
What? Teal?
Yeah,
Well, I was thinking about using my lavender that I have diluted with
that'll be pretty.
Other stuff.
Yeah, that'll be pretty. Hi, Laura. And welcome to those of you that have come in to say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbs ups if you haven't already. If you're watching in replay, no worries. Just let us know down below in the comments.
I'm pretty sure that this is it.
And thumbsy upsies.
Because it's all messy.
Messy.
This is like, it's still that.
Mm-hmm.
Which that would be okay too. But I think this is going to be mo better.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, something smelled kind of funny.
Smells funny?
I can smell it. Even with my stuffy nose.
You know,
I've been smelling weird things with the stuffy nose.
I sent Mariah this article. I actually posted it in my Facebook personal page about information about stuffed up noses.
It's pretty interesting. I don't know that anything was fully solved other than pushing on underneath your armpit. I mean, that was the main thing I gathered from that article.
Yeah.
And it seems like you got to kind of keep it there for a while. And the person that was writing the article seemed very impatient. That is what I gathered. That's my Cliff Notes.
Hey, and it was from the Atlantic.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I have a subscription to that.
I know, but they don't put everything in the magazine, so it's nice to have the online thing too.
This is true.
Those little shorter pocket articles. If you just need some quick info. Mm-hmm. Oh.
What? What was that? Oh, about.
Oh, no. It's organic raspberry flavor is beaver butt juice. I don't know what that means exactly.
Well, I don't know either, but it doesn't sound very good.
No.
I don't know that I want to be eating anything that comes from butt.
I mean, I do like raspberry. That also makes me have more questions.
Before or
Sue,
after?
why are you telling? Sometimes you just don't want to know these things.
Sometimes. Okay, now, like I said, we're getting some good stuff going on out here. It's probably not going to get picked up by anything we're doing here. Pardon me. My toilet paper rolls are moving on the cart here.
Oh my God. All right. Dang it.
What?
Okay. So Eddie, help me out. I think it's Weezer. The song that's ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh God, and see, I don't even do it right. But anyway, it popped up on my thing, and basically it was the guy that says the song, "Dress Up Like Buddy Holly." I think that's the song. When they were writing the song, he's like, I needed something to kind of make a funny noise. And when he does the woo, it was through, he's like, I emptied a toilet paper roll. And that's what it was. And I was like, oh my God. He could be part of our peoples.
My heart just skipped a beat.
Yeah. There's some of our information. Sorry.
Oh, and the other day I was watching this person who was, everybody that sends people credit cards, not credit cards, gift cards. The kind that have they look like a credit card, but they're a gift card. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, one way to package them is to smash down your toilet paper roll. They fit in there exactly. Oh. And then when you wrap it, you just stuff the paper in the ends. How about that?
How about that?
How about that? Okay. So we're looking for a color that we haven't really used so far.
Did you like that information, Bree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to do a little...
Yeah, that's the song, Eddie. I knew Eddie would know. He knows these things. Hey, Sophia. Yes, agreed. There's some information being thrown around that we don't want to know.
About beaver butts?
Yes, about beaver butts.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
No, that one's new.
I know there's some kind of coffee that is pooped out by.
Oh yes, the mirror, not mirror, but some kind of
civet cats.
Civet kind of monkey like things.
No, they're some kind of cats.
Mirror cat like, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at us with
anyhow
such information. Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, that's looking really good. Wish I didn't have all those PM artist things down there. You know, when I stamp, and I told you I have learned this.
That was kind of rude, and I feel like your lack of promotion is a little hurtful.
What are you talking about?
You're like, I wish we didn't have all those PMs down there.
Well, yeah, because I've got a really good thing going on here, and
it's just mucking it up.
PM artist studio all over the place. I mean, you know, I don't know that I
feel like we're just representing
y'all. Now this is gonna. I can just tell you from looking at the backside, this is gonna be like one super fantastic. Look at that.
All right, Cynthia, you put it in chat. I might read it. That looks lovely.
Doesn't it? Because see, you can still see all of the, well, I mean, you know, most of it, but you can't really tell what it is.
Yeah, it looks great. That looks kind of snake skinny.
Snake skinny.
All right, so Cynthia says, here's a wrong shirt story. She was at her daughter's getting her hair dyed, and the friend of hers walked in, and I went to show off my color, and the friend read my shirt. Red hot and ready.
Was that the hair color?
Oh, yeah, what was the hair color? Was it red? I mean, that makes sense.
All right, we're whipping out my reason I get the big bottle of this stuff. Because it stands up above the rest of them on my hoodie-doo thing over here. And, let's see here. I don't know. I might just pull this one on its own.
Oh, I don't know, Colleen. I'm actually terrible at trivia. And I get kind of stressed out, like in that sort of, in a game situation. Yes, exactly, Dawn. She's singing it there in chat.
All right, I think this is probably going to be,
totally, Mo.
I'm going to let this set a spell so that I can.
Yeah, she is totally not in the promotion department. Yeah. So it's not surprising.
Hey, it was my idea to send Van with, and he left some of our cards at the library.
Yeah, we were talking. I wanted to know if they did any kind of little art pop-up things and trying to just be more locally involved. I tell you, it's harder than you think. Ah, see, you need to take Big Mopar. That's Dawn. Take her. She's won money.
She's winning money?
Yeah, at the at the trivia at the bar. I used to like I like hanging out and watching it and stuff.
Look at that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Fabulous.
And look, and this is out there, under there. I thought it was on the backside, but it's not.
Oh, wonderful.
It's going to be so good. All right.
Oh, that's right, Darcy. Make sure y'all's chat is on live chat. So that way you're not missing out on any of the combo. It's good today. Spicy. It's raspberry.
Yeah.
Vanilla. And coffee.
Okay, here we go. This is a really messy. But I think I can stay away from that stuff on the end and look at that wonderful business going on there.
I don't know. You could do smaller strips at the tops and bottom to try to get that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, so let's look at what we've got over here and see if we have any more candidates for interesting. I forgot to kind of go through those, except I don't know. I think I think we'll do something with this. Okay, so this is sort of reddish brown. What?
It's just Eddie. Eddie's.
Is he on?
Yeah, he's on. Good stuff.
Okay, I'm just thinking this is going to benefit from something else, and something else.
What is the something else?
I haven't decided yet.
Hey, you could try to do your washi mix thing.
That's a great idea. Great idea, Mariah. Now, I don't usually do that with the tissue paper.
I know. That's why I'm saying it might be interesting.
Might be interesting.
It's probably not going to give you as many of those.
Yeah, little swirly doos. Because it's going to go through the paper. It's going to absorb from top to bottom more rather than just resist.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's...
But hey, this way we know for sure.
Yeah.
We can say.
That's practically the same color that's on there. Just a little blue. This still has a few little sparkly businesses in it.
Yeah,
not a lot.
Some shimmer. A little shimmer.
Little shimmer.
Oh, that would be so awesome, Paula.
What is it?
Nerd pub quiz. That would be fun. And yes,
I'm terrible at that kind of
no,
stuff.
she's
I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't know that kind
maybe
of stuff.
art history stuff. She would be good.
Maybe. But, I mean, sometimes I'm not even.
And then if she's drinking, she's gonna be worthless.
But I'll be really funny
until she just is no longer. She doesn't last long. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. They just need a room where you can kind of go for your second wind.
A nap.
A nappy room.
Nappy room.
Not nappy. That
right.
Kind,
you might need a little nappy change.
Z kind of nappy room.
Yeah. Yes, and these all like the paints that she put out there, little washes, are altered of all sorts. I mean, some have water in them. Some have the glaze, the gack.
Yeah. And some of them
airbrush
are
medium.
Okay, and here, this is the other reason. See, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Goes right through.
They're very juicy.
Very juicy.
Uh-huh.
Juicy Lucy. Okay. Are you ready? Or should we leave it?
But I think that was a good call. That was
I do too.
very pretty.
Now I've got to place this someplace.
Do you have a place?
No, not really, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we've got some more goldy brownies here. Or here, this might be interesting. I mean, this is just plain lavender.
Yeah.
How interesting is that? And it's going to be a little different because remember, this has got a goodly coat of paint on it. Now, there's still some places where it's going to,
Yeah, push through.
push through because there's not, see, you can tell.
But not as much.
But not as much.
Because it had more coverage.
Yes. Okay.
On the original print. Oh, you needed more of that.
I needed more of that.
That was good.
That was really good. Now, crap, what did I put down? I'll never be able to get that back. Okay, I know I had some pink.
Yeah. And I think that would be better. Don't put the blue in this time.
Don't put blue in?
No, because you got more of the purple. So I think keep it a little brighter than you did that other mix. Because by putting the blue in there, it toned it down. Yeah, I like this.
I think you're absolutely right.
Ooh, little spitter spatter.
This is a very special brayering technique. It's the pouncing. Splashing, I can feel it hitting my skin. See, look at that.
Spatter. It is a lot like watercolor. Yeah, because this has water in it.
And it's kind of smelly, quite honest.
So if you want to do washout mixes, probably best to do it with distilled water.
Yeah.
If you utilize just, you know, tap water, you kind of run into the stinky situation. Because there are just things in the tap water that, you know, do weird things to the paint.
Oh.
Over time. Now that looks a little poopy. I don't know. What are your feelings?
I like it.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Okay, I can't show it to you right now, but what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pick up some of that with this one. Just get a little bit of... Oh, crap. Oh, I'm going through the...
And the pieces that she's pulling out like right now are the wax paper.
Deli paper.
Deli paper.
And I love that stuff. I mean, we buy one of these things now. I know it's kind of... Can you remember the price on it?
I'll tell you right now.
The original price seems kind of pricey, but for gosh sakes, it's lasted over a year. And I use these things all the time. And the thing is, I will let this dry. And it will still be, you know, like, I can use it and use it. And I do. And this one, too. You can tell it's still wet. I just throw them down on the floor. Okay, this one's still wet.
$20, basically.
Now, see, what happened is it seeped into those places.
But just 500 of them. 500 sheets in there. $20. Not bad. I think the price has gone down. By the way.
Yeah, I kind of think it has too. That's unusual.
Not really.
The price went down. And I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do know why this has a fold down the middle. Is because I folded it.
Yeah, these were the ones that you
had folded.
Yeah, for the thumbnail.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're kind of done with that.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I was yawning. The baby snored last night.
Terrible. Well, now, see, there's a reason for that.
Nettle her up.
Nettle her up and rub some Vicks Vapor Rub under her armpits. Oh my God, once I put some stuff on her after she just got it. It says not to do that.
And I told her not to do it. I said it's too soon. I mean,
Lit
her on fire.
She is such a wimp in the paint department. I mean,
but
you can't even brush her hair without.
I put some on Brad the other day and he goes, this is pretty hot.
It kind of is. It kind of is. Okay, now where am I here on the...
No, that just means that y'all are empathetic towards me. If I make you yawn.
No, that might be dry, but
I'll learn that somewhere.
I'm going to let that hang in there for a bit. We're going to pull this. Maybe not. I really do want that all to come off of there. All right, so what are we going to do now? We're going to do some... we're going to just do some...
Why don't you switch it up with a different stencil?
Well, because I really like this one.
Oh.
I've got puzzle.
Okay.
Did you see that look on her face? That was so freaking rude. Hey, where's some of those uncolored ones that you discovered that she's already put them in? See, that's what happens.
And this is just stuff to be sorted through, lady. You know.
Well, you said that there were virgin stencils there. I want to show you something with this stuff.
Here, you have the. I don't know if this is gonna be.
No, I don't want those.
Okay, well, why don't you use this? This looks. It's been altered. You need to explain to people what that means.
Okay, it has been altered, and it is a good one. And actually, it has been altered, and you can tell I took it in and cleaned it up.
That's a Darcy one, I think. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I'm got to make sure I've got the right side down.
Carnations, I believe, by Darcy.
Yeah.
And she's trimmed the edges.
And see,
that's why
this
it's really
is why
hard
I
for
have
me to...
that piece of paper. Y'all know that piece of paper underneath that I'm always fighting with. Well, this is why.
Mm-hmm.
Because it lets you know, number one, where to put your stencil on the big plate. Number two, it lets you know where to put your paper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a boom, boom. That was 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs uppies. This is, see how good this is looking? Then I've got those stupid PM Artist Studio things out there. Okay, I'm turning it around so that I can get this edge also. I might still be able to do something with those really annoying, yeah.
Oh, bye, Dawn.
Okay, so. Let's see here. Okay, let's take some of this. This is my...
Yes, Carnation Trust by Darcy. Mo put the link in.
This is my Van Dyke Brown Hue Washout. And I have a feeling it's pretty much just water. But I want you to see what happens. And you notice, did I do that? Or did I just think about that? I really am rollering this to make sure it has good adhesion. Because I want it to just hit into those pockets.
Hit the pockets.
I want it to hit the pockets.
AKA orifices.
Orifices of the stencil.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you. We try to keep it about the art for the most part. Sometimes we get off subject, but, you know.
Okay, this is looking really...
very weird and wonderful.
White stunning.
Mm-hmm. She likes this. I was waiting. All right, Paula called it.
What?
Orifices.
Orifices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now look at it. How it's coming through the paper.
Oh, it's wet.
Very, very wet. And I'm really giving it a good push.
You gotta push.
Pushing.
Push.
Hopefully it's not glued down to the dadgum stencil. We always have that as one of our little exciting moments.
Oh, it's pulling up things too. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, you hear that little sound, but look at that. Look how cool that looks.
And that's way more grayish looking than I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's one of the, I don't know what all is in that.
Right.
That mix that we've got going there. Okay, that was wonderful.
The only thing we know is it started out as Van Dyke Brown.
That's right.
That is the information we know.
I'm losing my annular paint pieces. Oh, look, I've almost got a full jar.
You need to put it in the other
jar. Put it in the biggie.
I was thinking about that today. That's so funny. I was like, maybe this year, maybe 2025 is the year we do something with the trinkets.
The trinkets, okay.
2025, really, the year of the trinket.
That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, now let's see what this one is.
Oh, can we share the wooden thingy? The wooden thingy is called a Baron, and our very good friend Anthony makes these. Mo will be, that's Cookie Wookie, she'll be putting in a link right there.
Oh, and he's got some new ones that if I didn't have 3 already, I'd be buying them. I just don't know how many you need of these.
Or you can
let me tell you what.
Hey, or you can hang out and when we hit 10,000 subscribers, you can maybe be one of the lucky winners of one, because that's
We
part
have
of what's
one
in...
to give away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to, put one of mine in, but I like them all for different things. The great big one, if I know that I'm doing a lot of...
And he'll make it to whatever you like. You can write him.
And tell him your hand.
Yeah.
I like this one because you know why? I can set this right on top of this paint pot over there. So you might let him know if you are trying to find my dadgum clear ruler here.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, okay. This is approximately 3-inch base.
She likes that one.
It fits right on top of the big pot of paint. Don't know if that's something that's important to you. I really like Big Mama. But when I have all this stuff over here, I don't have room for Big Mama.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go to the little one. All right, I'm thinking this is kind of...
It's a multi-purpose kind of tool.
Ho-hummy. Ho-hummy.
Well, maybe put it on top of the other one.
I'm going to put something
You going to put it on top of the other one?
Well, I could, but I'm just going to...
You're not going to do that?
I'm experimenting.
Okay. Eddie calls his Big Daddy.
Well, there you go.
We got Big Mom and
we got
a Big Daddy.
We got a mama and he's got a daddy.
And then she has
I guess we should get together for Thanksgiving. I apologize for this cough. As you can see, my nettle hasn't quite kicked in on that one.
It can only do so much.
You can only do so much. The other thing that I really like about this squishy paint is that, it goes...
The washout paint, that's what she's talking about. Eddie's up for that. Getting the barons together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am absolutely loving this, Mariah. I am so happy that you talked me into this stencil.
Oh, it was on top. It is.
Now, this has got lots of stuff in it, and I forgot to write it down.
Well, maybe it'll end about the time we hit our 10K, and then we can, just partay. Ooh, I love this. Don't brayer it too much. Stop. Stop. Get it. And then we need to talk about what you did. That was beautiful.
I hope you do is rolling up here because
it's wet.
This is really...
And it's getting a lot of rollery.
Loosey-goosey paint, and that's what happens. And y'all, if you're thinking about Christmas gifts for someone who, is really, they love wood, I honest to God, if I didn't have a salad bowl that I got when Nathan was 2 years old, wooden salad bowl, the one that I would get is the one that he has. It's the rough edge walnut. Oh God, I love it so much. But I don't, I don't need that. And I also have a storage unit full of fancy things, as Brad calls them.
Well, some of them it is useful things, like, because we brought over some things for the kitchen, but it's like, oh my God, how many, wooden spoons do you need?
Really?
I mean, I think we got it covered in the... Look at that. That's beautiful. I'm a little sad that more of the yellow didn't kind of come off because I loved the yellow in there.
Well, I think the
But it's
yellow,
all on the
will
stencil.
eventually come off.
Yeah,
but...
it's on the stencil. Oh, yes, and wonderful. Mo has put a link, or said that, yes, if you go over to our website, we do have gift cards, or if that's what you want to let your family members know.
Yeah. And I don't know that Anthony has gift cards, but I bet she could hook you up with something.
I think if you get an Etsy gift card, because it goes through their system. Well, so if you wanted to put the yellow back in that, I could spray it, or
I could just come in with a brush and hit certain
because you don't want to cover the whole thing because then all the turquoisey areas are going to turn pretty much like froggy green.
Yeah. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to use a different blue hue, kind of Miami.
Oh, thank you, Mo. And there is a link directly to the gift card if you guys are interested in that. And you get now it would, whoever buys it would be getting the points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that is kind of a bummer. But I mean, guess you just got to be thankful for what you get.
Yeah.
And the thing is if you wanted to, after that, while you're getting all of your gift card business, you could buy some other stuff and then get points on that at the same time.
Some people have done that, actually. And we will just, I don't know exactly when we're going to do it, but there is going to be a double points thing coming up soon. I just don't know exactly what day. We're going to surprise y'all this time. Ooh, I love that. I just wish some of the yellow would come up.
I'm telling you, I can come through and hand do the yellow in just those places.
Hey, Paige.
That I think it's going to be wonderful. Now, we might be getting a long haul here. I don't know. I think I'm pretty much picking up everything. Because I don't think much is going on.
No, because the watery stuff, in order to really do a true long haul.
Now, there is some, but it's not.
What needs to happen is heavy body paints need to be intermixed.
Yeah. With
these washouts. And usually the washouts, you don't want to do too many of those because it kind of cleans off the stencil.
Yeah.
Really, it loosens things up.
Okay, this is washout, clean out, I don't know, kind of greeny. It's got a little bit of gold in it, but I think most of it's sitting down there on the bottom. It doesn't have balls.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It allows you to do that. So Rhonda had asked if it allows you to set a specific time that the e-gift card is sent out, and it does.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, so like if you want it to go out on somebody's birthday and you're buying it like in a week in advance or something like that, you can say, hey, it needs to be sent on this day.
In order to make it there in time.
Well, it's an email.
Oh.
It's e-gift card.
Getting quite a buildup around the edge here. Which, it could be good or bad. All right, now this one I'm going to just put here for a minute, and then I'm going to grab the, where is my, green gold washout.
Oh yeah, this is an oldie but goodie. This is the Carnation Truss by Darcy. Now, please keep in mind the edges on this one have been cut. So if you order this one, you will need to alter your edges as you please.
Sorry, I'm just realigning my paper here.
Aw, Jocelyn got her package, the giveaway from Lori Paul.
That's the dog.
That was the dog sneezing.
Okay, I'm trying to get some of this gold to intermix here.
Intermix? What are you
whoa.
trying to say? Yeah, you need your popper topper.
Getting quite the load here on my ring.
Well, your little arty tools. Yeah. Your powder spoon.
Never know when you're going to need one of those tools. Getting kind of low on my green. I'll have to be sparing.
You have more of that.
I know I do, but I don't have it in washout form.
Oh. A special mix.
Special mix.
It's hard to remix it.
Yeah.
It's just never the same.
Never the same.
That's how she makes salad dressing, too.
That's how, yeah, that's how I cook, too. All right, now we're going to grab the one that we just had down here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's going to do that to that one.
And it's still kind of moisty.
Moisty.
Moisty. A misty, moisty morning.
Mm-hmm.
And cloudy was the weather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the rest of that, but...
The rain mainly falls on the plain in Spain.
Yeah, there you go. Mainly.
Mainly. Something like that. Oh, that is a bummer, Susan. No.
Look at that. Look at the beautiful
Yes.
movement and...
That is lovely.
Almost marbly looking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're just moving on through the colors here.
Maybe, Jocelyn.
Now, this is airbrush medium has been added. I like that.
Yes, I like the airbrush medium stuff. Yeah, it's kind of that glossy.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Pinch.
Now, I don't know, once it dries, if that one, the green one that she just showed, I don't know if it's going to stay that way. But we'll see. The washouts are mystery little.
They are, and it's just one of those things that it's a hit and a miss.
Uh-huh.
Just keep turning this around, hoping that, you know, it's gonna
Just
stop.
something else is gonna change. It's gonna
Lie
lay down. Hey, it's wonderful stuff. I have been pleasantly surprised.
So this is kind of, of course, this is a long haul.
What was in bottle number 2?
All
of these are washouts, so
the air interference gold, fine. Was
other mixes.
Oh, here, look.
Right.
Mix of airbrush medium with 8 drops of iridescent bronze fine. That is really oddly specific.
Oddly specific. I wish I had my oddly specific shirt on. There's a shirt over it, you know, if you want some hashtag swag.
Somebody
it
asked
comes
me,
up every once in a while.
I know, and when I wear it, I wore it. Where did I wear it? And they said, "What exactly does that mean?" I said, "It's kind of like a private joke. You wouldn't be entertained by my answer."
That's also why it says, "If you know, you know."
Yeah.
Did you not get that? Hashtag. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I get strange looks when I wear the oddly non-specific. That's
almost
beautiful.
Looks like lichen or some kind of sea creature texture.
We are doing better.
What?
I love this. I love that little hint of blue. It's the perfect blue with that sort of, there's a little bit of sea glass green mixed with sort of just the little hint of the, mossy green. It's good stuff. This makes me happy.
And I don't really, it's kind of strange because I didn't suspect it to have that much greeny to it. But it really does. If you don't shake it up good, it kind of has a little bit of blue to it. Can you see that?
Yes, and I think that's probably why that blue looked extra special too, because it really picked it up.
Yeah.
Highlighted it.
I need balls.
Hey, listen, no worries. We'll catch you tomorrow.
You just have to be careful about the kind of balls you put in your paint.
Yeah.
Because if they rusticate, then
you should really just save your balls from other paints, and then that way they are paint balls.
Yes, or buy some new ceramic balls.
I don't know if they're ceramic, are they?
Well, I think that they are, because then they're not.
Have you looked at any of the balls?
Interactive. Well, no.
You've not inspected them?
I have not inspected the balls and the paint, no.
Well, that seems like a real oversight on your part.
Well, I know, but I just had this vision of straining the paint through a strainer to catch the balls.
Right. Well, so...
I mean, now, come on now, sister.
We're going to continue this conversation. We got 29 minutes. I'm assuming that...
Oh, ASS.
Mm-hmm, that you have almost emptied out some of these here paints that do have balls in them.
Only ones that have balls in them are the pointy.
Well, I keep telling you, use all the, like, you have 50 million, not 50 million, but you have more than, you should.
Those the sprays over there on your side?
No, these are not the sprays. These are the fluids, the little ones that I bought you.
Oh, yeah. I should be using those.
You really should. And then these have balls in them, and you could then make small washouts and things.
I think this one has some balls. Okay, what I'm really liking here is I'm really liking this mix. You're right, Mariah.
Thank you.
All right, I'm keeping that to the outer edge because I kind of thought that other one needed a little bit more on the outer edge.
Yeah. Your interest was too much in the center versus, and then it like kind of lost. Yeah.
All right, and then I'm going to take my non-ball bluish gold.
Hey, Shelly Studio, that's Margle. She says, I had one that didn't come with a ball. She stuck a very small rock in it, and it works. Small rock. That's a solution.
My rocks are all special, but I don't know if I want to. Just don't know.
She doesn't know about the use of a rock. She becomes attached to.
I don't want it to be stripy.
Yeah.
Don't want stripiness.
But be careful because you don't want over brayer.
Yeah, okay.
And then just make brown. Because that's where you're headed. Brown town.
Well, I don't hate that part of town. I'm not.
No, you're... I don't think we should continue that conversation.
Probably have some fabulous Mexican food there.
That is... Oh, gosh.
I love authentic Mexican food.
I do. It depends.
Remember?
It depends.
Do you remember that restaurant? Oh, you don't because you weren't even born. It was this fabulous restaurant in this little town outside of Greeley. That's where I got my undergraduate degree. And it had a screen door. Does that tell you something? It had a screen door. And oh my God, the smells coming through the screen door before you even got into the restaurant were just so wonderful. The best, you could just eat tortillas and nothing else. They were so good.
I do love some.
All right, now look at that. That's very interesting. What?
It's just nothing. I got my side notes from for some frogs. It's good. I like it.
All right, now we've not done orange. So
yes,
here's what I'm thinking.
Creaky old ones with the, and then it's like the metal screen door.
Oh yes, no, it's not the metal. It's wooden.
But the screen itself is metal.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
in those old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not nylon.
There's a special sound that makes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a washout of quinacridone. It has airbrush in it. And then we're going to take some of this, which has airbrush medium in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to use a little bit of whatever this is here, which, I don't know that that's what it is. It's airbrush medium added.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a lot of airbrush mediums.
Well, that's probably better than the stinky water.
I just wanted some different things going on here with this.
Yes.
I've got to get my cart turned the right way here.
Because if it hangs out like on the edge there, it could topple over.
What?
It's a balance, Rhonda. Well, it's got kind of murdery.
Speaking of Mexican food, I make some absolutely stunning enchiladas, if I do say so myself.
Sometimes.
I mean, sometimes.
Well, they're kind of like your, salad dressings. They're never the same each and every time.
I know, but they're good in a different way every time, I think. But I always make, and I know this sounds kind of weird, but I make turkey enchiladas.
And I like those.
I think they're absolutely
I do
wonderful.
not like those.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
I do make some really good turkey soup, too.
That is true.
And we need to get, that is something that we could do for our combined Thanksgiving with Izzy's friends.
Well, we're not
we
doing
could make turkey soup.
Well, we're doing Christmas. Thanksgiving's over.
I know, but you can have turkey at Christmas too, Mariah. There's nobody that says you can't. Look at that.
I love that. It got a little murdery down on the plate, but overall, I like the oranginess that's happening. That balanced it out.
I do too, and I think I'm going to whip out some more. I'm going to whip out some white here that has airbrush medium added.
Yeah, that's our most favorite paper. We've not, once we found that, really haven't. Not to say that we haven't used others like the Paycon printmaking paper, but just for the price and versatility, you just can't beat the 32-pound hammer mill, the one with the parrot on it. Mo put a link to it in the chat. That's an affiliate link, and we appreciate y'all using those. It is helpful.
What?
Eddie's sending me special notes. I'll share them with you later.
Look at that.
Oh,
beautiful, sort of dirty pink.
Yes. No, don't you come over here. Oh, here you go. He's like, oh, come over here. Okay.
Did you say come?
Hi, I know. All right, you got 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to do some different stuff here.
Okay, tell people what you're using.
Okay, this is airbrush gloss glazing medium. And, oh, it's got all of them in GAC 800. So this is the carbon black, and it has all of the mediums.
Okay. Oh, Susan Fernandez wants to know. So she says that you have a great red that you use, but you don't know what it's called.
Quinacridone.
Quinacridone. If that's the one you were talking about, like that, which
the one that I just used.
Yeah.
Yeah. quinacridone. And this is just white with airbrush medium added. And the reason it has this down the side is because it's sitting next to the other one that drizzled and it picked it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, black and white.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to go a nice gray.
It's kind of dark. He's in there yelling at Van.
Hmm?
The cat. Oh, I love the pink, the peachy pinky with the gray. I don't know about this, but was the door not open? Or are you just not happy? Come here.
He might need to go potty.
He's looking for Van, I think. I don't know if he's lying down or what, but the door is open. Do you need a hold? No. Oh, well, I love what's happening down there. That's pretty.
Okay, but we're going to hurry up and we're going to get some more down here because this is just starting to get interesting.
Naughty kitty.
Bad kitty.
Mm-hmm. I know. I know. You just think that you need to be like there. He loves to like walk through the middle.
He does. You're going to have cat hair all over
I
you.
know, but I love him very much. And he's just started doing this, you know, where he'll jump up in my lap when I want him to. So I don't want to discourage it.
He hangs out with Mariah on her table downstairs. It's hysterical. Well, I was hoping more of my yellow would show up because see, look how cool that looks. But I can add more yellow down here in this part when it dries. But
Yes.
see this over here? I just so love that so much.
But yeah, you do need more of that yellow because it looks fabulous there.
I do. And I think that was this one, which I'm almost out of.
He's a, what, like, gray Siamese.
He's a Russian blue.
Yeah, there you go. That.
Okay.
And yes, now I'm full of hair. That's all right.
But he came from the,
They rescued him.
yeah, from the pet, you know, or people turn their, and we think the reason is because his tail's broken.
But no, somebody said that that's something genetic actually with, because we talked about that before and they mentioned it.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So it's not really that his tail's broken, it is a genetic thing because of
A kink in it.
but it does have a,
and you can feel it.
mm-hmm.
He really doesn't like you messing with his tail.
No, he doesn't.
He's so funny. He'll hang out on the stairs and lay there with his tail going thump, thump, thump. And the minute you lift up your leg to walk over, he goes whop, whop.
He's always trying to kill you on the stairs. And I keep trying to tell him that if he...
I'm always careful when he's there because I know that that's what he wants to do. He likes you to he likes you to rub his stomach for
2 seconds.
Yeah. Any longer than that, and you're fixing to get a
whap whap.
A whap. And see, when you do a Fran, you can put that back down and give it another little squishy. Now look what's happening here.
Ooh. And because there's so much airbrush medium in there, I do think it's going to stay kind of
glossy.
It
is going to stay glossy. I just assure you that it is. All right, I'm loving this, but okay, now this one just has airbrush.
And what is that one?
This one is cerulean.
Cerulean. Okay.
But I'm going to mix 2 different colors of blue together. With a
What was the other blue?
Of
turquoise.
Yeah,
turquoise phthalo.
It's covered
now,
up.
keep in mind, some of these do have other thing or have the airbrush medium mixed in with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But for the most part, if she's pulling it from off to the side there, they are those colors, but perhaps just the airbrush medium mixed in. Yeah. If she pulls from kind of in front of her, those are the crazy washouts. Who knows what's going on with them?
Yeah, those are my originals before I got any of the cool stuff from.
See, sometimes I wish you'd put less out there so you wouldn't brayer so much, because I just think it's really cool when it's more splotchy. I'm just telling you what I want from this.
Well, I think you ought to get a
gel plate and do it.
Gel plate and get after it like a biting sow.
It's so much easier to watch you and tell you what the things that I would like to see.
Boy, we're really going through the deli paper.
Yeah, today is deli day. Yay. Deli day.
And what I'm doing when I'm doing this is I'm really squishing all of that squishy stuff around so that it covers, because I know when it's coming out on the edge, it's reached the edges of my paper. Where some of those others, that didn't necessarily happen. So when you've got that effect, you know that you have.
These are things that you hear in the chat, yes, or in the stream. Ooh, that's pretty. So this is just kind of a whole other type of long haul.
It really is, and it's more of a background thing, because I can really envision these as, you know, the next step to maybe this.
Oh, yeah.
And even doing a flop off with this onto that.
Okay, so that can be Sunday. Sunday flop off day.
And
we're gonna get floppy on Sunday.
Keep all of these separate. And hopefully, you know, I can.
You won't lose them.
Yeah, let's get some of this cool yellow. No, I don't have very much of that left. I don't know. This says it's.
Got 13 minutes.
Well, I just want to do some neutralizing here.
Neutralizing.
Well, I've got green. I mean, I've got blue out there. Oh, that was stinky.
Was it? I didn't smell that one. I might, though.
You might here in a minute.
Becky does. So Becky, Eddie, me, us, PM Arty Studio, that is. I don't think Darcy. Hey, Dawn. Oh, and then Eddie was talking. Sorry, it kind of happened during. She was talking about some other things, but Eddie was talking about whenever he wears his,
oddly specific.
No, his long haul shirt. What does yours say, Eddie? That's the he says that it stops trucks.
Okay, check it out. See, it's still picking up little pieces and parts in between.
Long hauls are hot with Eddie. And obviously he wears it out in public.
Oh, I get it now.
I think
trucks.
Yes, and I think Becky owns one too. She said that I think she gets kind of questions when she wears it to the feed store. That's funny. Well, I don't own that one. I have the other Eddie shirt.
I don't know that we're getting a whole lot. Oh,
well,
more than I thought.
Some smushy things happening.
Is it time to quit?
Yay, this is good. I think. Yeah, you want to be careful when you're pulling this one up. This is
Pull
when
it
you
from all different
Yes.
directions. Now, here's what I thought on this one. Because I'll have it on there so we can pull it. I'm thinking about using gold.
Yes.
So that it looks like a really old, tarnished.
Yeah. And I think you need to use your like heavy duty gold.
Yes.
Because otherwise it just
Very,
sort
very,
of,
the
hey,
very,
Sonia.
Very opaque gold.
Yeah. Very opaque gold.
Very opaque
But you
gold.
gotta let that dry.
This
Otherwise
needs
it's
to
gonna
dry.
blurb out and, you know.
Because it's very wet.
So that'll be on Sunday.
And we'll pull the others.
Have some flop offs.
Yeah, this is still very, very wet, but look at this, how beautiful
I love
this is.
that. It goes well with your bracelets.
Oh, it does.
Look at that. I don't know if you just subconsciously do that, but a lot of times you're...
Somebody mentioned that. It could be. But I just think this is so cool because if you look right here, you can see that kind of flower shape within the center part of it. And then in other places, oh, and here's another, it just looks like wormwood. Do you know what wormwood is? Where they've made little trails.
I wouldn't be your daughter if I didn't know what wormwood was. I think that like,
multiple examples.
You would worry.
I have multiple examples in the buffet.
She collects wormwood.
In the china cabinet downstairs, which has now been...
She's hauled it all over.
Artifacts in it.
Artifacts. That's a very good, fancy things, but artifacts.
Fancy nature. The fancy.
Special ones.
Yeah. Super special. Uh-oh. Getting some married up here.
And did you notice the weight?
Yeah.
They're drying. All right. Are you...
Well, I'm just kind of bringing them over, and
we'll probably take the picture a little later.
Yeah, they're kind of... I want to get in. Oh, and this is the other thing you need to do, because I think that this... And here's the thing about this one. You could do a... ombre.
That's the sign for ombre.
Yeah. Ombre thing on that, and that would be absolutely stunning, I think. This is
look
just
at Eddie.
Reminds me of salsa.
Oh, it does. It's because you were thinking about Mexican food.
Arriba.
We had tacos today. Well, I had a quesadilla, but
oh, look at those three.
Muy picante.
Yeah. With a little vino thrown in.
I don't know if somebody wants to count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I'm really glad we're doing this because it's
9 and 10.
Not done yet.
11. 12. You gonna do a baker's dozen?
This was number 1, so.
Okay, 13, 14.
Look at those colors. I mean, if that just doesn't make your heart do a little cartwheel, then I'm not sure you're even breathing.
There you go. Are y'all cartwheeling? Let us know. Alrighty, my arty friends, we are going to call that the end. We shall see you back here on Sunday. I don't know why I got so washed out there, but that was weird.
Yeah, and then remember we did a whole bunch of these things too. This was a very productive day.
Yeah. In a surprising way.
In a surprising way.
Weren't really.
And very serendipitous because I hadn't planned any of this. And it's all because I lost my article.
Yep. Then lost it.
If I find it, I'll still read it on Sunday. Because it really... somebody had mentioned doing monochromatic prints.
That was Rhonda.
Why did you do that?
Because you look like you're glowing.
Well, I am just that kind of.
And I was getting ready to just, you know, call
and
it.
Angelic spirit that is emanating from my
I'm gonna
inner
step
soul.
away before the lightning hits.
Boy, get your hip waders on here.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We will be back on Sunday. Love ya.
Like a long haul.
Bye.